Now, I want to quick hit up some of the things here that are about anytime during the year, maybe anytime during the day on top of that. And I'm going to break this up into a couple different categories. First one is no assembly required, is what I call it. Really, these are what I call ABC, attendance based compensation, because you just have to provide the work and the labor. Everything else, kind of A to Z, is going to be provided. And so some of these can be categorized as errands. Instacart.com is a site where you'll get a shopping list and go and shop, a grocery shop for it, put it all together, and then deliver it to a house, right? So you don't have to sell anyone anything. You just have to do the work. And in fact, one of my participants here found Instacart and is doing it successfully and really enjoys it. And the reason she did it was she was in her grocery store and she saw someone shopping with an Instacart shirt and started talking with her. And that lady ended up taking her with her on one of her trips just to show her what it was about. And she loved it so much that she signed up as well. If you don't want to do sales and interface with people and you just kind of want leisurely work, maybe that you're really good at, that's a great way to do it. TaskRabbit.com is another one. It's going to be a little bit more scattered in terms of the roles. Sometimes it's any type of task, like from picking me up donuts or stand in line at the Apple store, whatever it is. Like, people will put tasks that they will pay for on this website and you can grab them and do them. And so you can pick and choose what you like to do. And Dolly.com, again, this one is going to be a more manual labor. Dolly.com is about movers. So if you just want to provide some brute force and move people might have a chair that needs to go down the basement or a truck, a moving van that needs to be unloaded into their house, right? Again, all you have to do is find the jobs that you want and pitch in for them. The other big category here is deliveries. This is going to be a lot of food, but Grubhub.com or UberEats.com is very easy. What you'll do is you'll get the order, you go to the restaurant, you'll pick it up and you'll just deliver it off. So you don't even have people in your car. So if you're worried about doing something like driving for Uber because your car isn't clean or whatever it might be, Uber Eats or Grubhub might be a good option for you. And if you have a big car, you might want to think about Amazon Flex. And if you have a lot of Amazon deliveries in your area, Amazon outsources a lot of those deliveries to local people here. And so you'll go and pick up your delivery goods and go on your route and deliver them off. And so that's another way to make some money too. So Amazon Flex is a nice website where you can go and register for that. Now, I want to talk about some of the anytime jobs that might require some assembly required. And that is because now you might have to own a little bit of the process here. Skilled tradesmen and laborers like electricians or plumbers or carpenter, handyman, drywall, those types of things, right? Not just that, but you can go to a website like Thumbtack, register, get listed there, and people can put out job requests, but you're going to have to bid on them. You might even have to go to some place to do a free estimate. So there's probably more work than just kind of the ones before the no assembly required jobs. But as a skilled laborer, you might make more, especially on the hourly basis. The other thing is maybe you have more technical skills, professional skills, online skills. Upwork is a great place to go. So maybe you review resumes or you help people write cover letters or you proofread books, whatever. You can go to upwork.com and list some of your skills there and look at jobs that are being offered there as well. Here's another one. I know a friend of mine who has started doing this loan signing agent that's really interesting in that if you're getting a mortgage or home equity loan or home equity line of credit, there are some documents that you have to sign. And loan signing agents are basically contractors that walk you through the documents, get everything sorted out, officially make sure that you're signing everything and everything is nice and legal. Sometimes they're even notaries, so they'll sign it. And you can become a loan signing agent and the banks will often pay like $100 for a closing or $100 an hour for you to go and handle the paperwork for people or be there at a closing. And it's a great opportunity to do a little bit more professional type of work, get compensated, I think, very nicely for it. This website here, Loan Signing System, is a site that will train you on how to do it and show you how to get registered and get work on that. But again, it's going to require a little bit more prep and a little bit more training on the front end. The other thing I wanted to show you here is what I call storefront. And this picture actually is from my friend's Etsy store. My friend runs an Etsy store. And what she does is she lives in a rural area and she goes and collects scrap wood and pretty much anything she can, even old mason jars, whatever. And then she turns them into kind of what we would call country chic art. So she'll take old plywood, use a scroll saw and cut them into letters and then give them a faux finish. You can see some of those candle holders. I think they're called like tea light holders. She'll find some old barn wood and drill some half holes in them to put those lights in there, and we'll sell those on Etsy. And so she makes money, whether it's taking an old piece of plywood and putting a logo or whatever it might be on it. It's a great way. She gets most of those supplies for free, and then it's all gravy for her. So it's really cool. The other thing you might have heard of is drop shipping, and I can't go into a lot of detail on it, but basically that is having some relationships with vendors and selling those products online. In some cases, it's as easy as going to Bed Bath & Beyond's business webpage, registering as a business vendor, and you'll be able to get Bed Bath & Beyond products at wholesale or business rates. And then you can list those on other places for the full retail price, like eBay or Facebook or whatever. And when you get those orders, you can go into your, say, Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not endorsing Bed Bath & Beyond, but I know they have one program. And then order it right on their website, and they will ship it directly to them. So you don't even take any inventory. You don't reship or repackage anything. And so that can be an easy way to make some money. It does require some work again, and you've got to be checking this on a regular basis. But drop shipping is a big industry right now for a lot of people. All right, let's talk about anytime work. And this is where we're starting to get into things that you might be really relevant for you as being educators or administrators or people that work in education. Hey, maybe you have some skills as a private teacher, right? Teaching guitar, piano, whatever it might be. Websites like takelessons.com and Lesson Face and Live Music Tutor can be great places to find local students that want to learn directly from you. And it's easier now than it's ever been to find those. You used to have to post those up on bulletin boards with little tear-offs with your phone number. So no longer you can get connected online. How about test prep instructors? So a lot of people are thinking about school, college, ACT, SAT, SAT2s, whatever it might be, and want help sit through some classes on how to take tests. If you have experience with that, you could lead those on your own, or you could register with companies like Kaplan Test Prep and be an instructor for that and really help some students. That's always perpetually in demand work. And then in-person tutoring. And this is something that my wife does. And she's done it for years, tutoring students. She's an English lit teacher, so she does a lot in the writing and the reading space. And there's always demand for it. And so in fact, sometimes she offers opportunities to her friends because sometimes there's too much demand depending on where you live. One way to do that is just to let people know that you're looking for a tutoring opportunity, put it on Facebook, share with your network. People might have an opportunity for you. But if not, there's a ton of websites, ton of companies that will connect tutors with people from Kumon, Mathnasium, Sylvan, and even wiseant.com, really interesting website there, so that you can do tutoring directly with people. And this is often a pretty well compensated role, maybe $50 an hour. So it can definitely be worth your time.